FuzzJockRadio!
Hut, hut, hike!
And we are back with another FuzzJockRadio. I'm your host, Fuzzy.
I'm J-Mez.
C-Dubs.
And we have a special ghost. Special ghost. Yeah, we have a... No, he's
the
not a ghost.
of Fuzzy Past.
He's a host with the most.
Robert. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yes. This is a special episode where we talk live about sports and things. And this is, your premier sports thing, FuzzJockRadio.
It's special, like, apart from other episodes, or just, like, we're all special inside?
Kind of more like special, like those brownies that your aunt made.
With the caramel.
This is like a
and hash browns.
what do you call it? Fast forward to later in the segments. What do you call it? What do you call it, C-Dubs? Fast forward.
Foreshadowing?
Foreshadowing, yes.
Fast
On this
forwarding.
FuzzJockRadio, we are now learning new words. So, let's just start off with what we normally do. How was your week, Jameis?
It was a good week.
Yeah, what'd you get going? What did you do?
I feel so busy with, like, holiday get-togethers,
Yeah,
but they're also really fun.
the holidays are upon us.
Yes. The other day, me and my son went to a gathering of friends and other children and decorated sugar cookies. So
Nice.
so that was a lot of fun, a lot of my son running around consuming copious amounts of sugar
Oh yeah.
at one point. So they, got a good spread for all the decorations and sprinkles and whatnot and all the different colored frostings in like a condiment bottle they squeeze out with a tip. And at one point I look over and here's my son just going to town on the frosting, just drinking it straight from the bottle. So,
Nice.
That's a lot of sugar.
Dream.
Yeah.
That's a dream of a child.
yeah,
How did he go to bed that night?
it was fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just run it all off.
Yeah, I feel a bit tired after the weekend. It was a lot of fun
I
though.
bet. C-Dubs, how was your week?
It was good. A lot of holiday stuff too. But I was able to get my D&D crew together. And we all played D&D, so that was great. We hadn't done that since August. So,
That's a lot of fun.
yeah, it had been a while, so it was great to get the whole clan together.
D&D has been coming up a lot more lately, and conversations for me. But
I hear it's a very popular subject of podcasts.
is it?
Yeah, people playing D&D.
When we get to my week, I'll talk about that a little
Okay.
bit. Robert, how's your life been since you haven't been on the show yet?
Pretty good. I've had a pretty good week, though, too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, where do you come from and where did you go?
I grew up in Lower North Mankato, and we moved here when I was 3 years old, so I've been in Lower North, moved to South Dakota for 5 or so years, from 2005 on.
Nice.
Then, kind of moved back, trickled back.
Robert here used to also host a show on FuzzTalkRadio back a couple years ago called On the Rails with our
Cool.
friend Peeper. And yeah, great guy. We're bringing him in this week to talk about a little bit about basketball. He's a basketball guru, if you will.
Fuzz Talk alumni. Yeah.
Yeah,
Welcome back.
absolutely.
Thank you. Thanks for
Yeah,
having
well,
me.
welcome back to Fuzz Talk Radio.
Yeah.
That's awesome, actually. And my week, I did stuff.
Nice.
Now I'm starting to forget. Like, did I do this week or did I do it last week? Because all the weeks are starting to like melt together. Like in between the show days.
Yeah.
So if I did this last week and I already talked about it, I apologize.
No one tell him if he does.
So I got crickets for the lizards today. That happened today.
Yeah.
Um,
Totally.
I went to the Nutcracker play yesterday. My niece and my sister were both in it, and that was really fun. It was good, family holiday get together thing. Yeah, so it was a really good week. Got yeah. We'll just end it at that. It was a really good week. So
you're not going to talk about the brownies
or the D&D?
Oh, what brownies?
I
And
don't know.
the D&D, yeah, I was talking to my friend Splinter about how D&D is not really my thing because I don't get it. Like I'm not really a good storyteller, if you noticed, and
No, that's not true.
I don't know how to make believe. So it seems like that D&D has a lot of make believing. And the reason why D&D came up is because Splinter was like, "Yo, we should play more card games. Card games are fun." He played card games this weekend. And I agreed with him, but I don't play a whole lot of card games because I played a lot of card games and board games when I was younger. Like when we go over to Grandma and Grandpa's, we always have to play cards. When we go camping, we always have to go play cards. So it gets to the point where I don't even really want to play cards anymore. But then I remember how it is kind of fun when you play cards with your friends instead of your parents. So then I brought up, what I don't like is D&D because anytime I go over to a friend's house and they're playing D&D, I have no idea what's going on, and I'm just sitting there being like,
you go to Grandma's house, and Grandma always wants to play D&D, and
I like nothing wrong with people that like playing D&D and stuff because it does, bring your imagination about. But like at the same time, I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know these characters. Like how do you even remember the story that happened last week? When you were playing the same D&D game when I don't even know what happened yesterday. So that's my take on D&D.
Yeah.
It's just not for me. And then a friend earlier today was like, "Hey, did you get my invite for Facebook?" Our friend Bennett.
Oh yeah, he hosts a lot of D&D and tabletop gaming.
And then I had to explain the whole thing to him too. So
you should have told him to just tune in to the show. And
I didn't think we were going to be talking about it, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but then C-Dubs brought it up. So there's been a lot of D&D talk, and maybe that's the reason why I should start watching it.
Should make a point to answer like personal messages on the air, so that like someone texts you and be like, "I'll text you back the answer, but the answer will be in the show tonight, so tune in here."
Oh, that's a great way to get people to tune in. The other great way to get people to tune in is to talk about the NFL, Monday Night Football.
Yes.
Another great game.
Was it?
Another
Yeah.
Monday Night Football great game. Because of the Black Cat, Robert. You don't know. Well, no, you do know since you tune in every week that there at one point there was a black cat that ran across the football field. Like it was in October. So I'm going to say it was a Halloween game. And everybody's like, "Oh, no, it's the curse of the black cat." Actually, it was not a curse because before that, Monday Night Football games were just atrocious. They were horrible. And then the black cat ran across that football field, and now they're fun to watch. They're
Nothing but gold.
couple overtimes. This game, the reason why it was good, even though it was a blowout, Brees broke records.
It was history.
It was history in the making.
2 records.
2 records.
He got most touchdowns in his career and
Career touchdown passes.
best percentage.
Yep. Completion percentage. 29 for 30
Jeez,
In one game.
in one game.
That's pretty good.
that's really good.
I mean,
It's the best.
that's great that the people caught the ball too, because that's half the work,
Yep.
True. So congratulations, Drew Brees, and another great Monday Night Football game.
And congratulations, everyone that has ever caught a Drew Brees pass.
You're part of history, absolutely. Yeah,
Yep.
Good take on that, J-Maz. Going with some really awesomeness. The Vikings also had a blowout,
Yeah.
39-10, against the
39-10.
L.A.
No,
not
it's the Oakland Chargers.
The Oakland Chargers,
Yeah.
San Diego Chargers. San Diego.
No, it used to be the San Diego Chargers.
San Diego is in California, though, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the California Chargers.
The California Chargers.
California Chargers.
Okay.
Yep.
Um,
California Chargers.
with Philip Reeves. No, that's not
And
right.
Christopher Reeves.
Christopher
Philip
Reeves.
Rivers.
Who is getting old
Yes.
and doesn't
guy.
Very
seem
fast.
to realize that he's getting old and keeps on throwing it
Yeah.
to the point where he throws 7 or like the Vikings ended up having 7 takeaways this game, which is one of the most, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think he threw 4 interceptions because we had 3 fumbles, so that would be the 7.
Oh man, that's not good for them. That's great for us though. That's
Yeah.
great.
It's great.
It was great. Although people were complaining that they didn't score more touchdowns.
Well, one of them was Cousins.
That's right.
Himself was complaining.
Yeah.
Cousins was unhappy with what? That they won and not in the way he wanted to win?
Well, he wanted to get more touchdowns instead of field goals.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
if you get the ball 7 times when you're not supposed to, you want to get that touchdown. You
Yeah,
want to
what-
be able to convert that.
Why didn't he do it then?
That's what he's complaining about.
Well,
Yep.
he's complaining to
They-
himself.
They only scored 20 points off of turnovers, and 6 of them, or 7 of them, I guess, were based off of a defensive touchdown. So that's why he wasn't happy, because all of them were field goals.
Well, Cousins just has to get in the game. Get after it, as they say. They say that, right? Get after it.
Get his head in the game.
So, well, you watched the game.
Yes.
Why didn't they get those more touchdowns? And do you think that it would have changed the turnout of the game?
I mean, they played pretty conservatively. That's the thing. Like, they ran it in a lot of situations that they really could have really gone for more. And they also kept getting, they didn't do much with the running game. So the fact that they kept running it was holding them back. But when Cousins threw it, he was slinging it pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not like he was terrible. They just didn't give him, I think it was the play call. I don't think they gave him a lot of opportunity play call wise to have, a big game. Because I think the way they saw it was they were like, listen, normally their thing is try to score 23 points and let the opponent score less than 20. That's what they try to do. If you got over 20, they're kind of like, that's okay. We want to pour it on, but we don't need to really.
I mean,
Go
we're already winning, and
Yeah.
why show up a team that already has problems with, like I was saying with Philip Rivers. So it'll be interesting to see what the Chargers end up doing with Philip Rivers after the season, because I believe his contract's up.
Yeah, I think Cam Newton would be a good fit in San Diego because they're going to be moving into a new stadium and they're going to want to have a marquee name for their offense.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Philip Rivers is kind of playing it like people aren't excited about that anymore. But if you got Cam Newton, he may not be as who he used to be. He's still a big name.
Yeah, I can see
and he's
that.
perfect for Hollywood. I mean, he wears awesome clothes and all of his interviews and stuff. He's a fashion-forward person. I think he'd do really good for the Chargers.
I could totally see him acting beside The Rock in an action film.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
absolutely. Have you ever seen us get up, Robert?
Oh yeah, he's got a pretty good fashion sense. But besides like the capri pants, I never understood the man capris.
Yeah.
So
He's a smooth dude.
it seemed to be all good for the Vikings, but Dalvin Cook got hurt,
He did.
and it doesn't sound too good.
Uh-oh.
No, I mean Zimmer said in the interview or he does a press conference every Monday after a game. He said that he expects Dalvin to play, so they don't seem to be too concerned about it. But I've heard national media say they don't expect Dalvin to play the rest of the season.
Okay.
So I have no clue what's going on.
Man.
Do you have any insight on
They
that?
said that at Monday Night Football tonight. They were like, I wouldn't expect Dalvin to play anymore.
Interesting.
Well, is it the same shoulder? Didn't he hurt it like a game or two ago as well?
Same spot.
Oh man, yeah. He's probably shut down for a while now. 2 injuries like that.
Yes, I would feel that way too. And I listened to a interview with Delvin, and after the interview, the hosts were talking about how Delvin didn't seem too enthusiastic about coming back. Unlike the last time he had his shoulder injury, he seemed enthusiastic. He gave this exact same response. The PC response of, we'll see. I just got to get my body ready. We'll see on Sunday. But his voice just didn't seem to be as in it. And then they mentioned that last time Zimmer didn't seem as into it, but Delvin did. And then this time it's vice versa. So do you listen to the coach or do you listen to the player at this point? And
You just follow your heart.
we'll see.
Follow your heart.
Hopefully it feels better for next game.
Cool running.
Because
I
it
listened
is
to
the big
trainer, I guess.
Listen to the trainer, absolutely.
Yeah.
Shoulders are tough. Running backs, they abuse their shoulders. Crazy.
Yeah, and you need a healthy shoulder to carry that football.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So who do we have for backups if he doesn't come back? Because we have a big game with the Packers on Monday.
Yes.
Ooh.
Now we had Alexander Madison, but he was out this last game, so I don't really know what his stance is coming into the next one. But we do have I can't think of his first name right now, but Boone is our other running back, and he seemed pretty good in the game on Sunday, and also we have Amir Abdullah.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got people, and they're all pretty good.
Okay.
They're no Dalvin Cooks. They're not as good as him, but they're good.
They just need their time to shine.
Yeah. In fact, the coaching staff has been saying for a while that they've been waiting for Boone to get his opportunity. So
Here we go.
maybe they know something we don't.
Football
And I
time.
think they would.
Let's go, Boone.
So,
Sounds
yeah.
great.
Some big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Nah.
I didn't know Madison was out. He looks really impressive too.
Yeah, that's why I'm a little worried because if he's in this next game, we're good.
Yeah.
He'll be fine. But if he's still out, they're manageable. They're good running backs. They're just not as good as there's a different level.
You know who was a pretty good running back that didn't leave? I don't really like my transitions of this. How about this? I'm trying to jump into this next transition.
I don't know,
I don't know.
Fuzzy. Is it the next thing we're going to talk about?
Is it? Are we done talking about the Vikings? I kind of zoned out there for a second. I
No, you're good.
apologize.
That was a home game that we won, right? Against the
Yeah.
Chargers?
Yep.
Home game?
No,
it was a home
it
game.
was in LA, but it seemed like a home game because
Yeah.
so many fans went to the game, and you could hear the roar of the stadium.
I got a picture sent to me showing that the crowd is just a sea of purple in California.
It's a pretty strange place for a lot of Minnesota Vikings fans, I think.
Are they in their new stadium?
No, that's next year. They play in the LA Galaxy Stadium right now in Carson,
Okay.
and it's a very small stadium. Like,
Here's the hot take from Al. The Chargers don't have fans in LA. They serve as an avenue for visiting fans to see them without traveling.
yep,
They're just a venue to see the other football teams
yeah.
in LA.
Yeah.
The Eagles 2 years ago when they came here, or maybe it was 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. There were so many of them in LA that they were as far as North Hollywood to Long Beach, everywhere, staying, and they filled the stadium. It was just like this game, that it was almost completely 85 to 90%
The away
the
team.
opposing team's fan base. Like this one, it was the Eagles was the other game that happened to.
Oh man, how?
Poor guys.
Yeah. How do you feel as a team, the home team? The Chargers don't even have a fan base.
Yeah,
And that's why they need that Cam Newton or somebody.
They're just the
I
California
think that
timeshare
would-
team.
Yeah,
California
But then-
timeshare team.
Carolina Panther fans who live in LA might be like, oh, I really liked Cam. I'm gonna root for the Chargers also now.
Yeah, get somebody else's quarterback.
Yeah.
You don't start
They
from
have
scratch.
nothing. They have nothing. They have a good defense that kind of.
How many teams does California have now?
For football?
San Francisco, San Diego,
LA Rams.
LA Rams.
LA Rams. And then they have Oakland Raiders, but they're moving to Las Vegas.
When's that happening?
They'll only have 3.
When's that happening?
Next year.
So there's a big shakeup in the NFL this next year.
Yeah, and the Raiders just played their last home game this Sunday, and they lost by dropping a 13-point lead, and they got booed off the field, and they threw trash. And then the fans wouldn't leave the stadium, and they had back and forth with the security because they refused to leave the stands. I was watching live footage of it from on Twitter actually, because people were like live videoing it.
That's hilarious.
What a fitting end to football in that city.
No,
because you always used to hear about those crazy fan stories in Oakland.
Oakland football. There you go.
That's fun. Oh, that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Josh Gordon's not having any fun anymore. Or maybe he will.
Or maybe, yeah.
Yeah, Josh Gordon got kicked out. He got kicked out, right?
He's suspended indefinitely.
He's suspended indefinitely for
violating their substance abuse policy.
There you go. Thanks for putting words in my mouth there.
Got you.
No specifics on the drugs that he was using. And by the way, kids, drugs are bad. Don't take drugs. We're just speaking of what happened to this this player, Josh Gordon. But yeah, he got suspended for drug use while being in the NFL.
And it's kind of a big deal for him because this is his like 4th or 5th offense of this specific kind.
Oh, okay.
He's been on probation before. He's been suspended from the league for years before. He's missed a lot of time because of his drug use. It sounds like most of it's marijuana. I mean, but they also aren't just gonna, announce everything all the time.
Yeah, but for other suspensions, it has been marijuana and it has been alcohol use.
Alcohol use.
It hasn't been like performance enhancing drugs like steroids or the like. More of a recreational use type of situation going on. Like I remember the story of him getting the alcohol ban is that he was on a plane flight to the drug test and drank a beer or something like that on the plane.
Yeah.
And then so of course he failed.
Yep. And it was against the guidelines.
How could he have known?
And so C-Dubs was talking about telling me a little bit about how there's a rumor that before the players get the drug tests, the agents are what do you call it? Pinpointed?
Yeah.
They're informed.
Informed that, hey, dude, in a week you're gonna get a drug test. Don't know what day, but it's gonna be in a week or something like that.
Okay.
And so they have time to not drink or smoke the marijuana. Or do the drugs.
Yeah.
And get clean.
As would be prudent.
Right? If you like playing your football game.
Yeah.
And you're good at it. Josh Gordon was a good football player, right?
Yes. Very good.
That definitely says something that, maybe somebody has a problem or an issue with the recreational use of it.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say with the repeat offenses that there's probably some addiction going on.
Because is there a ban for football players to drink alcohol?
No, but when you're on their substance abuse policy, you're not supposed to do any substances. So he's on that policy and has been since like his 2nd year in the league.
Yeah, he's basically been on probation.
He's on probation, yes. He is on probation, and he's not supposed to drink or do anything.
For how long? Like for the rest of his career, or?
If he would have stayed clean, probably for like another season, they might have just stopped like bugging him.
He didn't make it.
But he got suspended at this time a year ago for the same thing.
Yeah, it's a shame. He's so talented. It's like a self-sabotage type.
Yeah.
He's failing these drug tests.
It's
Too bad.
unfortunate because he should be allowed to do what he wants to.
Well, there's
But-
that case. Before you get into your butt, I don't want to really get into your butt, but
Whoa.
he's a good player, right? And
Yes.
while him being a good player, why can't he have alcohol on his off days? If he's a good player, what's the problem? What he's doing, like, especially if he's living in a illegal state to be able to smoke marijuana, like he was just in Seattle, was he not? Why shouldn't he be in? Weed stays in your system for a very long time, without you being actually high. At the same time, he could. I don't know. If he's doing well at his job, what's the issue?
Right. And that's comes to with why the NFL still considers marijuana a drug, because players have admitted they do use it and they just know to quit before they get their tests. So, I mean, people are doing it. The problem is for Josh, he can't stop, and he needs to decide which is more important for him. Is it smoking weed or is it playing football?
So do you think I can't get into his head by any means.
Yes.
But do you think? I wonder if he's going to go the route of the awesome man running like Ricky Williams was a great running back that to the NFL had a substance abuse problem with marijuana, and he decided to just quit.
Yeah.
Quit
he
the
could do
NFL?
that.
Yeah.
He just quit the NFL, not the substance.
No, he quit the NFL.
Yeah, he left the NFL.
Okay.
There's a pretty good documentary piece on ESPN. I remember it was called "Run Ricky Run." There's some pretty interesting interviews and his viewpoints on why he left, and he could have stuck it out. I don't know. He just wanted to smoke weed so bad, I guess.
Well, I mean,
He was super talented too. I wish he would have stuck around for a little longer.
there's certainly reasons to not enjoy the NFL and not want to be a part of that,
Absolutely,
Other than that, I think.
And yeah, it was like a religious aspect to it too. And I'd have to watch the documentary again, but it was pretty cool stuff.
See, and so like I understand the alcohol issue a bit more because knowing that they have like a week or a couple days to not test positive for alcohol use. Alcohol goes through your system so quickly, and you can not drink if you don't have a problem for a couple days. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But if you have a problem, I hope this is a wake-up call for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he has a problem and it's not just for recreational, it's not, and it's it's not, it's more of an addiction type of thing. I hope this is a wake-up call for him. Because sometimes that wake-up call can come and pass, and you don't catch the boat, and worse happens than just losing your job in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Josh Gordon,
I
take care of yourself.
I hope
Wish
for the
you the
best.
best.
for
Take care of
everybody.
yourself,
We're
Josh
hoping,
Gordon.
We're hoping you can figure it out.
Yep. So with that, the NFL standings. Let's go into like playoff picture. Patriots are 11-3. Bills are 10-4. The Chiefs are 10-4. The Ravens are 12-2. Texans 9-5. Cowboys 7-7. Eagles 7-7. Seahawks 11-3. 49ers 11-3. Packers 11-3. Vikings 10-4. Saints 11-3. And Buccaneers 7-7.
So, are the Buccaneers, the Cowboys, and what was the other team that was 7-7?
Eagles.
Eagles. Those three teams are like still in the picture.
The Bucks, not really, but the Eagles could beat the Cowboys next week, and then win their next game, and they would actually go to the playoffs instead.
Yeah. Of the Cowboys.
If the Cowboys just keep winning, then they go to the playoffs.
And if the Bucks keep on winning,
I think 7, 8, 9. No, the Bucks must be eliminated.
So in the what we got on NFL.com right now is the divisional round shows the AFCs, the Ravens, Patriots, Seahawks, and Packers, and the NFC. And then in the wild card rounds, we got Steelers, Bills, Chiefs, Texans, Vikings, 49ers, Saints, and Cowboys.
wow.
Yeah, there we go.
So many wilds.
Yeah, and the Saints are going to be rooting for the Vikings next week, so they get home field advantage in the playoffs. So they want us to beat the Pack, which is going to be awesome.
Is it a home game for us?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's not in Lambeau Field.
Nope.
So they're not bringing their 13th player.
And the Vikings have won every home game this year, right?
Yes.
Forever.
Undefeated.
Thought I heard that.
They've never
earlier
lost
this
at
evening.
home.
Yeah, they've never lost.
No.
Even in the Metrodome.
Yeah, it's the magic of the new stadium. You know, it's like a new car. You know, it
Yep.
smells.
You always win the Super Bowl in your new car.
It smells. You know what else smells? You know what else smells?
What else smells?
The fucking Timberwolves, man.
Oh man.
What's going on with them? 7 games. They haven't won since our last broadcast. They're on a 7-game losing streak.
5 games under 500, 10 and 15.
They're trying to develop some new things.
That's what we were thinking in the beginning of our season.
Yeah.
This roster's pretty bleak.
Yeah.
They lost a bunch of pieces, and Jeff Teague can't guard a premier NBA point guard like a Russell Westbrook, or not even close, not even in the same atmosphere.
Yeah. It's like he's in the mesosphere and they're in like the stratosphere.
But they had a close game against the Clippers, even though Paul George had 46 and Kawhi Leonard had 42, I believe. I think it was a 7-point ball game, all said and done.
But all the rest of the losses were not as close.
Yeah, a bunch of bonehead stuff. They had I think it was just a few days ago. And Dennis Schroeder, I can't even remember what team it was, maybe Denver. But they had the game locked up, and then they threw a Hail Mary pass. And I think it was all, and then he scored, and then they ended up beating him in overtime. And after that, they've just been on a demoralizing skid.
Was that game the same one where they had the jersey tuck issue?
Yeah, exactly. That was in
the jersey tuck issue. What's that?
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
That
was
dumb.
right before that Hail Mary pass. Mm-hmm. So Chris Paul was complaining that, I can't remember the T-Wolves player. I think it was Jordan Bell. He didn't have his shirt tucked in, which happens a lot if you're an NBA player.
Yeah,
they just
you're moving
step
around
on the floor and then they
your
tuck
clothes
it in.
are bound to be jostled.
But they gave him a technical foul, and then Towns ended up getting fouled and making 2 free throws, so they're up 2 with 1.2 seconds left. And then threw a Hail Mary pass and burned Jeff Teague. They should have had a better safety. That was terrible transition. I mean, not even transition defense, just not smart basketball at all.
Yeah, Chip Saunders needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah.
A little chippy.
Come on, Chip.
So
get after it.
That's too bad.
But it must have been a good game. I mean,
the season's not over.
No.
They can turn around.
What's our guy doing?
I'm looking it up, and I can't find the stats.
Oh.
I'm failing just like the Timberwolves.
Oh man.
You know what?
I got a box score pulled up.
Do you know how many points that Wiggins has currently this season, by any chance?
Like points per game?
No, just how many points
How many
altogether
points?
How many
he has
points
scored.
If they played 25 games.
So
how about
we're just gonna say that
512.
we're just gonna say that Fuzz is failing just like the Timberwolves, and
525.
525. You got it?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I was gonna say we're not gonna update you until the Timberwolves win, but
forget everything you just heard.
But 525.
Erase the hard drives.
You guys
Dump
got
the tanks.
Guys got your math going? You got your math going?
Math.
Oh man.
That's the thing in Fuzz Talk Radio. We got the math going.
I want our guy Wiggins
Was
to
it
just
525?
be happy and at peace.
525.
11,550.
Woo, $11,550 towards the donation drive that he is currently putting on this season. And that was your Wiggins update. So
Wiggins had a good game. He's 12 for 20,
yeah,
but he was 2 of 7 from 3.
yeah, that's the thing. They're having good. Like Karl Anthony Towns is putting down the points too. You know, they're putting the points in, but they're still losing, and they end up being pretty long games, like high scoring games.
Yeah. Kawhi Leonard went to the line 19 times and made all 19.
Nice.
So he must have been being pretty aggressive getting to the line.
Yeah. That's
Man.
Nobody can really guard that guy. He's such an insane athlete and basketball player.
And
He's
he doesn't
probably
force
tall,
his
too.
fouls like Harden.
No, he's so mellow in his attack and then just gets there. He's just so good at manipulating the defense and just being patient.
So, do you have any hot takes on what basketball teams that we should be watching this season?
I haven't watched a ton of basketball, to be honest, which is just haven't been around to watch them.
What about I heard about it. This team that's out in California called the Lakers. Are they something to watch?
What are they doing?
seem like they're meshing pretty well. Just crushing everybody. 2-man game with LeBron and Anthony Davis. Can't ask for much more than that.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
LeBron at his best, and he's how old? It's amazing.
Are they still just 3 games lost?
I don't think they've lost again since.
Yeah, that's
They're
crazy.
Just crushing everyone. High scoring games, tight ones. They do it all.
I haven't looked at the Christmas Day lineup thus far, but that should be
Christmas
pretty good.
Day has Clippers versus Lakers.
Oh, yeah. Those guys, man, that Western Conference playoff is going to be brutal to get out of there.
Woo!
That's
Because
cool.
of the Clippers?
Yeah. Christmas Day is always fun to watch some hoops.
Oh, Dylan just showed up into the studio. Yay!
We're all so happy to have him.
So, Dylan, remember, get your question ready.
Yeah.
We're getting
Warm
close
up first. Take care of yourself.
for fuzzy trivia. Okay, so yeah, the Lakers, LeBron. He's still pissed off about his load management, but it seems to be working.
What's he upset about it?
Well, he doesn't like that people are doing it this season, even though he's done it in the past. And people are asking why he isn't doing it, and he keeps being mad that it's coming up. And he's like, "I'm playing for the kids," you know.
He's doing it for the kids.
But at the same time, you got to protect your.
I totally agree.
That's your livelihood and your longevity. That's
Yeah.
Well, he C-Dubs, he told
Popovich
me
is
this.
so
Like,
smart,
he
sitting
didn't
guy.
he say that he's like, well, I don't know when my last game is going to be, so I'm just going to play all of them
Mm-hmm.
for the
He
kids.
said he wanted
For the
for the kids. He wanted to do it for the kids.
He's been hanging out with the Wu-Tang,
trick a lot of kids.
hanging out with the Wu-Tang too much.
Probably.
That's all right.
You know, Wu-Tang's for the children.
Yeah. For the
Yeah.
kids.
If you didn't get that. Okay, so well, the Lakers are doing great. We did a Wiggins update. We did a what's up with the Timberwolves. We did
Not
some
much.
playoffs of the
Pretty
NFL and some Ricky Williams, Josh Gordon updates and Cook injury, and we did some Vikings winning, and we did some Monday Night Football, Breeze record breaking, and we did what we did earlier in this week. What's next?
We got to talk about WNBA.
WNBA, man, and the Lynx. You know,
Yeah.
we mentioned it last week, and we were not lying. We are going to talk about the WNBA and the Lynx, and bring you live updates, and just get to know who our next season's Lynx players are going to be, and it's going to be great.
And likely our 2020 WNBA champions.
With the team that we're going to get,
Yeah, they're a great
that we
team.
have, and with the coach that we have.
Especially if Maya Moore decides to come back at any time. I think she took last year off, some sort of sabbatical, or maybe she had a child. I can't really remember, but
Yeah, I remember it was very curious why she was doing it, and then I haven't heard anything since. So,
but yeah, she was at the peak of her career,
Yeah.
doing great. I don't blame her if she wanted to take a year, clear her head, or whatever she had to do.
Yeah, whatever.
But yeah, good player.
It'll be exciting to see if she comes back. And like I said, we got the great coach. This is going to be a fun season to watch. And what we're going to do up until the upcoming of the season, we started it last week all very secretively. You didn't know, listener, that we're going to do player profiles of the Lynx.
Yeah, we said that.
We
Didn't we?
started that last week with the coach.
yeah, that was the first player profile.
Yeah,
Did we announce it last week?
Probably.
That's what we did. We did do it. I don't know.
We do a lot of things that we say we didn't do already, but we did it already. And then we do it again.
Oh,
And it's fine.
that is fine.
It's fine. It's totally fine.
So let's get this whiteboard up here. Who is going to be our first player profile of the week for the Lynx? It's going to be, of course, our team captain.
Excellent. You got that board there?
I don't have.
What's
the
her
board.
name?
Simone
Yeah, Simone Augustus,
C-Dubs.
very good player,
Simone Augustus.
small forward.
Small forward. Shooting guard. Number 33. Oh, man. Next time I'm going to do it like in an announcer voice.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
And now,
Maybe
Number
that's
33. Small forward for the Minnesota Lynx. Simone Augustus.
do your best Bruce
Your
Buffer impression.
captain.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
35-year-old from LSU. She was the first round pick and the first overall in 2006. So she's been around the league for a while. But during that time, she became the WNBA Finals MVP in 2011. She was also on the women's Olympic basketball team and won 3 gold medals. So she's
Nice.
a Olympian.
Yeah.
And then
It's like the highest standard of athlete right there.
Oh, that's exactly.
An
That's
Olympian.
exactly it.
Yeah,
It's an Olympian.
Being an Olympic
With-
gold medalist.
It's like almost being God
Yeah, like a god
or a God.
amongst the pantheon.
Yeah.
It's like you're hanging out with a bunch of drunks that can control lightning.
Yeah. Cool. Lightning.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, the Lynx with the lightning rod. That's fucking. We got a 2020 caliber team. And then C-Dubs said that she has other awards, but there's way too many to mention.
I mean, I can name a few off. She's
Yeah,
got
go.
so many. She's WNBA All Rookie Team, WNBA Rookie of the Year. She had Euro Cup MVP. She was a 2-time Euro Cup winner. She's been named to all sorts of like the Honda Sports Award, Naismith Players of the Year, like so many awards. It's unbelievable how many awards she has.
Yeah, those. How many Naismith awards does it say? Because I thought, I thought she had multiple, and that's super impressive. She had a great college career too at LSU in like the early 2000s, when Pat Summitt still had some good teams at Tennessee, and that was a tough conference.
And she was 2-time SEC Player of the Year.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
So
Yeah, she's
that's-
impressive. She's got a nice mid-range game too, and rebounds the ball well. Great player.
And she's leading the team right here in our backyard.
Hell yeah.
Yes. With a 16-point average game. 2007, she had a 22-point average game as well. So, yeah, exciting. This is going to be an exciting 2020 season with the Lynx
And Simone Augustus.
and Simone Augustus.
I'm excited. Watch some basketball.
What's also exciting, Fuzzy?
What's also exciting, Fuzzy?
The Wild are doing better.
Oh, is that so?
Yes.
Well, I'll be.
Yeah, the Wild are 16, 13, and 5 now with 37 points.
Whoa.
It's like the Timberwolves and the Wild have changed places,
Yeah.
which I wish they wouldn't. I mean, yeah, I'm happy for the Wild, but I wish they would both just do well.
That's all right.
You know, it's all
We'll
right.
get there.
So yeah,
Good for the Wild.
Wild's doing great.
Yeah. Keep
They're
at it.
doing good.
Get after it.
They probably heard the coach talk about how he was really disappointed in the beginning of the season, which was broadcasted all over the airwaves. I heard it a couple times.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm guessing the players heard it too. That's how you have to get. Maybe that's what Saunders needs to do.
Get after it, Chip.
Maybe Saunders can put it on his Christmas cards and hand them out to everyone.
Oh man, that would be such a mean
Merry
Christmas present.
Christmas. Work
Merry
harder.
Christmas. Do better.
I'm disappointed in you.
Yeah.
Here's a lump of coal. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, so yeah, the Wild are doing great. Seem
Hello?
to have turned it around.
Did someone get locked out of your house?
No, Dylan's just getting his question ready
Yeah.
for fuzzy trivia.
Thought there was those ruffian cats.
Could be. Do we got any Twins talk? I love the Twins.
You guys tell me how last time we talked, there's a bunch of really awesome pictures on the mound. You like my reference there?
To what?
A lot of pictures on the mound to get traded or picked up.
But what was that referencing?
What do you call that? A simile or something?
No, it seems like you're just kind of like directly
Referencing.
stating.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of pictures
What
on the
you're-
mound
Yeah.
to be picked up. And how did the Twins do?
And we didn't get anyone.
What?
No, not yet.
Can you? What? Like where did
We got.
Baumgartner?
No, we did. We did sign someone.
Okay, who?
We signed Romo.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Sergio Romo.
Our relief pitcher from last year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
I
a
like
veteran.
Him. I like Sergio.
How much did we spend on that?
Solid
I
closer.
don't know, like 7,
7.
But
maybe 8.
Okay.
I
we
don't know.
didn't get Bumgardner.
No. He went to the
No.
Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. $80-something million, which is not that much compared to how much everyone else has been getting, to go to Arizona, and that's just strange to me. I don't know.
He likes it there.
I
And
guess
the Southwest is one of his favorite ecosystems.
Maybe he has.
He wears a lot of turquoise. He'll blend.
Maybe
blend right
he
in.
has relatives there. You know. Maybe he sees the Diamondbacks as being a World Series team.
Maybe he just wants to beat up on the Dodgers from a different team.
Was this the dude with the tax stuff?
Yes.
Maybe it has something to do with taxes.
Baumgartner?
Yeah. I
I
mean,
never heard about that.
What's that scoop? Do you know it?
So from what I heard today, he offered less, or he took less from Arizona instead of more from other offers because they have better tax rates or no tax.
Okay.
So if he was gonna sign with the Dodgers, he would have needed over $100 million. But since he signed with Arizona, he only signed for $80-something million.
That's a
Well.
smart
Which is
move.
weird to me. Why wouldn't you just ask for that $100 million straight up from anyone?
Since it's 80 already.
Maybe he's just modest.
I mean, I guess that maybe is it actually.
Oh, I just need the 80 million. Thank
well,
you
yeah.
very much.
It
Maybe,
probably is it.
maybe he asked for around 100, and that's kind of where they wound up too. Who knows?
Yeah, it could have just been a negotiation, but yeah, I heard it had a lot to do with taxes.
That's great.
That makes sense if you get taxed way more on that luxury tax.
Yeah,
in different states. I never really thought about that too much.
I mean, you know, like he knows the math.
So that's why I heard the Twins weren't even in the running for him, is
No.
because we have too high of taxes.
Oh man.
It's too bad we don't even have the money. We don't have a tax break. We should get a tax break to sign players with the payroll we can allot.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Jeez, man, it's too bad.
I should become a baseball player to get tax breaks. That sounds like a great idea. Free dental as well and free health care.
Mm-hmm.
Tax breaks.
They have X-ray facilities inside the batting cages. Just kidding.
I bet you they got free transportation for me, so I don't have to worry about driving.
You got to go to Toronto. They have the free health care,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, play for the
Sign
Blue
me
Jays.
for the Blue Jays. They're a World Series winning team. So the World Series is not here yet.
I did hear
Winter break, or what?
the Twins are maybe going to be talking with the Marlins for a pitcher,
Okay.
with possibly Jake Cave on the trade.
Okay.
Cave now?
That's a possibility. Martin Perez, our starting pitcher, has signed with the Boston Red Sox. So best of luck to him.
Send him your emojis. Now with Red Sox.
Yeah.
Good luck, buddy.
He did good.
Yeah. Thanks for your tenure. So yeah, that's
why I know about the Twins.
I just hope Ryu comes to Minnesota still. There's still a chance.
It could be.
Did we look up when the winter caravan's coming? Oh,
No, we didn't.
Robert, do you want to come to the winter caravan with us?
At the Cato Ballroom or what?
Yeah,
We're gonna
it
bring
still
a field
usually is
recorder.
there. We'll
They
bring a
still
live
have it.
recorder. You can ask questions to the Twins players for us.
Old Dick Bremer and some old relief pitcher.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you guys going down to
That's what
Caravan?
That's what we want to do.
I went there one year, it might have been 6-7 years ago now.
Okay.
But-
So you have some experience more than us.
Well, I went there, but that was like 17 years ago, maybe.
I went there when I was maybe
Yeah, I took
9.
my niece. I didn't really just take myself, but
Well, we'll go as a group.
Yeah.
I'll hold the field recorder while you ask questions. And we'll have press passes, FuzzJockRadio press passes.
I don't know if I can be the interview guy.
Oh man,
I'll do it.
You'd be more suited for the interview.
I'll do
I
it.
can be the cameraman.
should we bring a
Why
camera?
not?
Should we do a video one?
We can get video.
Oh man. Oh, and
Oh
then
yeah,
we
you were
could.
just talking about audio recording.
Yeah, we were just-
Yeah, this is a podcast, not a vodcast.
My mistake, my slip.
But it could be something special thing that we do for the audience,
Oh, for the kids.
We're on location. Oh man, that sounds like a great idea.
That's a great idea. Winter Caravan.
Very cool.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, you know what that means? It's
What does
fuzzy
it mean,
memory
fuzzy?
trivia time.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yep.
No way.
Yeah, it's that time.
Oh, man.
We're there.
It's so
Alright.
unpredictable.
Remember when we did it? I think this is the right time to do it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Remember when I did it before and I forgot to do Major League Baseball before we went back?
Yeah, you're just like halfway through.
Oh, man.
Fuzzy memories. Whoa.
That was unpredictable, and it just threw everything off the rails a little bit.
Yeah.
You like that throwback to On the Rails?
Throwback.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. I planned that. C-Dubs is up 21 points. J-Maz with 14.5. And the guests have 8 points in round 14 of Fuzzy Memories.
Woo.
How do you get a 0.5?
I don't want to talk about it.
That's a great
I don't
question.
I don't want to talk about it.
That half point was kind of sketchy. I don't
Yeah.
know what's going on here.
Yeah, that's my. Never mind.
There was judges involved. There was
A lot of sketchiness, mostly.
No, the judges
Mostly
were involved,
sketchiness.
so
I'll
there
hear
was
more
no
about that.
sketchiness.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see what my lawyers have to say.
Oh boy. So that is the scores, and we are starting up. It's season 14. No, episode 14. Episode 14. Man, we're time traveling tonight.
Happy 14th anniversary of FuzzJockRadio. The Vikings still haven't won the Super Bowl.
Who's up? Should we start with the guest?
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Ooh, put me in the
Wonderful idea.
put
That's
me in
a
the
great
fryer
idea.
right away.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry if you don't get any of the questions. There's 5 questions, and then there's a bonus buzz-in question from Dylan. We are through 14 episodes, and The high score is 14.
21.
So if you...
21.
21?
Yeah, I'm 21.
Oh yeah, 21. 21. So you do the math. Not a whole lot of answers are
Okay.
given correctly. So don't worry.
Okay.
If you
sounds
don't
good.
get any.
That takes a lot of pressure
Yeah,
off. for
no
sure.
pressure. You ready?
Yep.
Which sport did Mike Tyson play?
Oh, jeez, Louise. I want to say lacrosse, but I think I'll say boxing.
Correct. 1 point for the guest.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
So 1 point. Here.
Is that what other sports did he play though?
No, that was the
No,
question.
tell us all the other ones too.
What other points?
all the other sports he played.
What other-
Jiu-jitsu. I do jiu-jitsu.
Horse polo?
Did he play horse polo?
No.
Okay, James.
Yes.
Who has the record of consecutive wins of WrestleMania series?
Hulk Hogan.
Incorrect. C-Dubs.
The Undertaker.
Correct.
Really?
C-Dubs gets 1 point.
Nice.
Yep.
Very nice.
Okay, C-Dubs.
That only ended a few years ago.
Really?
Yeah, he had like the record from like the 90s.
I
It
suppose
just
he
ended.
stuck around quite a long time.
Yeah.
C-Dubs. Before the NFL mandated the use of helmets in 1943, who was the last player not to use one?
Dick Butkus.
Incorrect.
Damn.
Robert.
Can you repeat one more time?
Before the NFL mandated the use of helmets in 1943, who was the last player not to use one?
I'm going to say Bart Starr.
Incorrect. James.
That was old brain damaged Dan.
Incorrect. It was Chicago Bears lineman Dick Pulsman.
Oh.
That was close.
And he played for the Bears, too? That was really close.
Yeah, it was very close. And I also believe that we had that question before.
Jeez, that's a pretty
we?
obscure guy.
Robert?
Don't you get a turn now?
No.
Oh.
No, that's not how this works.
Okay.
I'm
okay.
the host here with the most.
I'm a host too.
You're a host, but not of the
You
of
probably
this
have to.
trivia
You probably
show.
know all these, and you just have to hold your tongue every time.
Yes, I do.
It's got to be
But they
frustrating.
write these.
Who was the godfather of golf in the 2000 decade?
The Godfather of golf.
In the 2000 decade.
Well, the best player was Tiger Woods, but I don't know if they call him the Godfather. I'm gonna say like Arnold Palmer.
Incorrect. James.
Is it Tiger Woods?
Correct.
Oh, that was-
baby.
I overthought it. Dang it.
Yeah, you did.
All right. All right.
I would have guessed Arnold Palmer. So
Yeah.
That's like in Wheel of Fortune when he mispronounces. He knows all the letters, but he mispronounces it, and then the next guy gets a chance, and he says one little thing different.
I think every time we get a question about Tiger Woods, we never answer Tiger Woods too.
What? I've never heard anyone call him the Godfather. All right, go
yeah, I've
ahead.
never heard that before either.
James, which is the only sport in USA with no game clock?
The only sport in the USA with no game clock. Bowling.
Incorrect. C-Dubs.
Baseball.
Correct.
Whoa.
Man, James, I thought you were going to get that one.
Well, bowling doesn't have a game clock either.
Yeah, they must just
I believe
not have
it-
considered it a major
I mean-
sport, so they.
They mean, yeah,
That
they
was a
mean
good
they had
answer,
Big
too.
Four.
Well, let's
That's probably worth
check.
like half a point,
Hey,
maybe. I don't know.
Does bowling? Okay,
Hey, wait,
judges.
I think you should get a half point.
I like it. I
Well,
like
we
it.
got to go to the judges, and they're having
Judges?
1.5
they're having
points.
a smoke break right now. They're back, and they say half a point awarded.
9 points.
9 points. So you got 0.5 points on that one.
Back to a round number. I like it.
Good job, James, for throwing that red flag. Okay. C-Dubs.
All right.
What can be the highest possible break in snooker?
I'm gonna say 8.
Incorrect.
On me.
Yes.
I don't know any of the scoring system in snooker. I'll guess 12.
Incorrect. James.
11.
Incorrect. 155 points.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Price is Right rules.
David, I thought you were the snooker expert.
I used to be,
Oh.
but that was a long time ago.
Hey, Dylan.
Dylan.
Give the guest one more.
Okay. One more for Robert.
Thank you. I need to redeem myself.
There we go. Name the athlete to have participated in the World Series and Super Bowl.
Deion Sanders.
Correct.
Nice.
Ding, ding, ding.
It should
Yeah,
be Bo Jackson.
I
though.
kind of figured Bo Jackson. Yeah. It's too bad his career got cut short. He could have been one of them too.
So with that,
But he played with the Royals. They wouldn't be in the world. They were pretty terrible around that time.
They
scoring.
had George Brett.
They still have George Brett?
To this day.
That's right. Yeah.
To this day, they still have George Brett.
C-Dubs now has 23 points. James has now 16 points. And the guests have 10 points.
They're catching up.
And that is the end of Fuzzy Memories. And that is the end of our show.
Yeah.
That went really quick. I bet for the audience it was a lot longer than it seemed. I apologize. But I think it was a good show.
It was a great
I
show.
had fun.
C-Dubs, do you have anything going on? Any parting words? What's going on for the next week for you? What type of sports are you going to watch? Are you going to play any video games? Read a book? Are you going to go to work or anything like that? Are you going to drive a car to get to work? Anything like that? Magic?
Yeah, most of those things.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna play the holidays coming up. This is my last week. Then we have the vacation, so I'm gonna put in that work, and then I'm gonna play a lot of Fallout 76.
Hey, yeah, you like that game. I like that game as well. A lot of people need to back off a little bit about how they say that game's bad.
Back off, man.
Just my 2 cents on Fallout 76. James.
Well, I'm going to catch a lot of Pokemon.
Good.
As many as I can. Trying to catch them all.
That's the name of the game, baby. That's the name of the game.
So we're getting there. And another holiday get together on the weekend. So just getting ready for more travels and then come back here next week and just be glad to be back home
Good.
doing this show. Looking forward to it.
Good. And Robert?
Yeah, I'll just be hanging around here for the holidays. Just nothing too much planned.
Cool.
Hopefully go to some shows this winter. And
What type of shows?
thought about going out to New Year's Eve, but it's too hectic to go to concerts on New Year's Eve. Everyone's getting wasted, and I don't know. Never really got down with the New Year's Eve shows.
There's this really cool band that plays nothing but Nirvana covers, and they're going to play New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Nice.
I might be there, and I won't be getting wasted. So.
But yeah, besides that, just hanging out. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Oh, dude, absolutely. I'm just gonna do what I do. Have more stories for you for next week of what I did this week, because that's what I do. I remember everything, as we spoke about in the beginning of the episode. Yeah, and I do want to say, Robert, thank you very much for being a host on our show. You notice how I didn't say guest, because nobody's a guest here. Everybody's a host.
You can say guest host.
Not even.
That's
so
what turned
happy
you
with
into
that.
a ghost in the first place.
Yeah, remember me becoming a
Oh,
host?
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
that
too many
wasn't-
words for
that
fuzzy.
wasn't
That's
fun.
probably what
That
you
wasn't
tried
fun.
to say, guest host. It was
Yeah.
just a contraction.
No. You're a host, because here on FuzzJockRadio, we don't believe in hierarchies. Anybody that comes to talk with us are on our same level. So thank you for being on our level and coming through and
Come back anytime.
come back anytime.
Please.
Yeah, thank you guys.
And audience, once again, thank you for listening. You know the routine. Go to FuzzTalkShop.com, FuzzJockRadio.com. Buy some merch. Support us so we don't have to get these pesky advertisements into our streams because we don't want to do that as much as you don't want us to. So make sure to let your friends know about us and have a wonderful next week. And if you have a holiday coming up, enjoy your holiday. This has been FuzzJock Radio.
Take care of yourself.
Signing off. We love you.
FuzzJockRadio!